You ready? Dude. Lauren Boebert. Dude, Bobby. Oh, Bobby. Dude. What the f is this, bro? Oh my God, guys. This is insane. Just newsflash. Tyler Boebert, 21, son of Rep. Lauren Boebert, charged in new Garfield County felony case. 5 counts, including sexual exploitation of a child. Bond was $10,000, released August 9th, and here he is. It's filed on August 6th of 2026, so it was filed 4 days ago, but the charges are on January 1st of 2024. Now, I don't know if that means it's a long case they've been putting together, or if they were investigating something else and this arrived, or if somebody has come forward and filed charges. We're still a little in the dark here. But so one of them is sexual exploitation, child induce, entice. Okay, it's a felony. And then there's another one of sexual exploitation, child possess with intent. Then we have sexual exploitation, child video, contributing to delinquency of a minor. There's 2 charges. So this is significant, guys. We don't yet know what the accusations are. That's the point at this time. We know the charges. We don't know the accusations. So let me give you a recap, guys. We know that Tyler Boebert had a case dealing with his drug use and possibly the burglary of cars. Okay, that was one case he had been dealing with. Then he got a young girl pregnant, an underage girl pregnant. She had the baby. So he was now a parent. And then there was another set of charges related to him watching this kid and the kid like leaving the house.
Republican Congresswoman Lauren Boebert's young grandson wandered out of her house for the second time in 7 months over the weekend. Her adult son is now facing a second child abuse charge as a result. Boebert told me today that there is no excuse and that she's very frustrated this happened. Boebert's 2-year-old grandson often accompanies her to Washington and around the district. She says she was at an event in her district and her 20-year-old son was watching the boy at her home on Sunday when the toddler got out of the house, which is near a lake in Windsor.
Jesus.
Windsor police say that Tyler Boebert was cited on a misdemeanor charge of child abuse without injury. He's already facing a trial in April on the same charge for a similar incident at the Congresswoman's home last July. At that time, Congresswoman Boebert released a statement saying it was a, quote, one-time incident that we have addressed as a family.
Yikes. Okay, so now we know Tyler's original charges were related to the drug use and the burglary of a vehicle. Those are not even in the mix. I don't know if those have been dealt with. Whatever, he did some community service. The 2 charges he currently has are for the same thing. He's watching the kid and the kid literally gets out of the house and gets found, and he gets a charge for reckless endangerment of a child. Then he goes to DC with his mother and he's watching the kid at her house, and the kid gets out of the house, a 2-year-old, and the cops find this 2-year-old wandering around. And again, he gets a reckless endangering charge. This is consistent with what I would guess is heroin or fentanyl use, okay, or pills, oxy. Maybe it's oxy, maybe he's taking pills. This is consistent with a parent who's watching a kid and they're high on oxys or they're doing heroin and they nod off. And then the kid is just in the house. I mean, this is like the oldest story in the book. It could be booze and like passing out. However, this kid has a drug history. So I think it's more likely pills. If I had to guess, I would guess it's oxys or some other type of opiate pills or benzos or whatever. That would be my guess. The family is messed up, guys. I mean, the family is very messed up. First off, there's Lauren Boebert doing the Andy Ogle shit. And this is Tyler Okay, this is the kid we're talking about right here, her oldest, right? I mean, if you look at him, look at this kid. He's like, why am I holding a fucking rifle? You know, these kids are holding rifles because their mom wants them to hold rifles and to make some statement about shootings and guns. I mean, if he's a Packer fan, I'm sorry, that could be part of the problem. Dude, I grew up in Wisconsin. Everybody who liked the Packers was a fucking delinquent. Dude, this shit, though, bothers me, guys. But let me just show you, though, it gets worse, okay? Because let me take you on this journey that you got to see. I got to find the 911 call.
Now, Lauren Boebert is causing a stir in the Colorado town where she lives. Her neighbors have called 911 with all sorts of complaints, including that her husband drove over someone's mailbox.
Dude, this is 3 years ago, right? 2023, her husband gets liquored up and drives over their neighbor's mailbox while the neighbor is on the phone with the 911 operators. You ready? Here, you got to hear this.
As Boebert's 41-year-old husband, Jason, allegedly ran amok in a pickup.
It's bad. It's Lauren Boebert's jackass husband, Jason. He's running over my mailbox right now. Stop, you jackass! Get the out of here!
Sir, talk to me.
Jason Boebert tells Inside Edition the dispute was a private matter between neighbors and no charges were filed. The neighbor says the dispute erupted because one of Boebert's sons was allegedly speeding in a dune buggy
Racing
down
up and down the street.
suburban street.
His kid was racing up and down our 25-mile-an-hour street doing 50 miles an hour. This guy, Jason Boebert, is as dumb as a post, so irrational. You know who his wife is? Lauren Boebert. She's loaded. They all have guns.
Boebert is a far-right Republican who heckled President Biden during his State of the Union speech, along with her ally, Marjorie Taylor Greene.
It was probably Tyler, more than likely him, that was in a dune buggy racing up and down their residential street. Then husband comes out and is like, "F you, boss." They get into it, and then he gets in his truck and starts driving over the neighbor's mailbox. Bro, this is the family that is producing this kid, okay? This is like, these guys are WT to the max.
Congresswoman Lauren Boebert is no stranger to controversy. Tonight, the Colorado Republican is the subject of an active police investigation into an alleged altercation with her ex-husband, Jason Boebert, at the Miners Claim restaurant in her district Saturday night.
God.
In a statement to CNN, Boebert said, "I didn't punch Jason in the face and no one was arrested. I will be consulting with my lawyer about the false claims he made against me and evaluate all of my legal options." Boebert's ex-husband telling the Denver Post that he does not want to press charges, saying, "I don't want nothing to happen. Her and I were working through a difficult conversation."
I don't want nothing to happen. That about sums it up. Yo! What up? Bobby? Is political punk? Yeah. I don't want nothing to happen. I don't want nothing to happen. Nope. No, you didn't punch me in the face. Nope. Yeah, I did drive over his mailbox. Yeah, several times. I tried to shag his wife, too, but I had a little too much whiskey. It was the old Trump up. I couldn't get it up. Nope, soft as shit. Yep, it was like trying to shove Play-Doh into into something. Yep. Nope. I didn't want nothing. Nope. Love ya. All right, fuck you. Bye-bye. Jesus. Oh, my God. That's quite the statement, right? Her only statement was, "I didn't punch Jason in the face, and no one was arrested."
We're coming together to take our country back.
And, this is another problem we have, is that how many people in Washington are like this? Look at what we got. We got Swalwell, we got Boebert, we got Trump, we got Corey Lewandowski. I mean, I could probably name 50 of these fuckers that are either like stealing or conniving, graping. I mean, it's just ridiculous that, like, these are the level of people. These are the type of people that are our legislators. Why the fuck is this woman making any laws? She can't even stay sober enough or to be a mother to a kid that doesn't let their 2-year-old run around out on the fucking highway. You know what I mean? While he's like passed over from OxyContin and shit. Like, give me a fucking break, dude. Jesus.
Boebert made headlines last September when she was booted from a musical production of Beetlejuice in Denver. Surveillance footage shows Boebert vaping inside the theater, taking flash photos with her phone, and raising her arms to dance. Her theater companion seen here fondling her breast. She was eventually escorted out of the show. Video shows her flipping off security.
I was a little too eccentric.
Boebert defending her behavior
She was
in
drunk.
an interview on OAN.
I'm very known for having a animated personality, maybe overtly animated personality. I was laughing, I was singing.
Dude, they have drinking problems, guys. Serious alcoholism.
Having a fantastic time.
Boebert, meanwhile, citing this incident as yet another reason why she's switching districts.
So, yeah. So, dude, they just switched districts, guys. Right? I mean, isn't that crazy? Dude, I don't know, man. I wish we could start electing better people. But there you go. That's the Boebert story. Holy hell. So her kid is in a peck of trouble. We do not yet have solid information. Okay? Just to, final thought on this. All we know is we have the charges. Okay? There's 2 contributing to the delinquencies of a minor. 2 counts of that. Okay? And then there are 3 counts of exploitation. Okay? 1 is exploitation with inducement and enticement related to a child. Then there's a separate charge of exploitation of a child related to video. And then there's another one related to possession of and with intent. So I mean, I'm going to speculate here for a moment based on that. Because there's video and because there's enticement and inducement and intent, and then 2 delinquencies, my guess is it is related to this 21-year-old Tyler Boebert having a minor girl that he talked into doing something on video that was sexual, and then he was intending to monetize it. Or, right? He was maybe, I don't know if he was threatening her to like put it on the internet, or if he was going to upload it somewhere, or if he released it on Snapchat or some sort of digital platform. But that's what I'm putting together of this, is that there was an underage girl and he talked her into something. It was on video, and then he had that possession on his phone, on his computer, and he had some intention of distributing this thing. That's my guess. And then the 2 counts of delinquency would have to do with both the episode of recording them and then a separate count of delinquency having to do with whatever threat he made or put it out to the public. If I were merely looking at the charges, that's my guess that the story is something like that. I could be wrong, but I think that's a pretty educated guess based on those charges. And but dude, what a disaster. Yo, Bobby, Bobby, what's up? It's Political Punk here. So we do have to have a little bit of a conversation there, Boebert. All right, because I appreciate you saying, oh, you're passionate. Oh, you have a little excited energy, but you're a fucking mess, bro. So like you're out there like talking about like trans people and gay people. You're talking about immigrants. You're a fucking disaster, bro. Like Bobby, dude, you're the one who's like wreaking havoc. There's no immigrants driving over your neighbor's mailbox. There's no immigrants letting your kid out into traffic. Your grandson, you idiot. You're the problem. All right? So you need to fix your shit. You should resign. I want you to resign right now. Do it. Resign. All right? Call me when it's done. All right? Fuck you. Bye-bye. Dude, family values my ass, bro. Yo, political punk here. I know, it's killing me. Seriously, guys, if you like what we do around here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and turn those noties on. And I wouldn't be anywhere without the members. So if you want to hit the join button, we really appreciate that too. Thank you so much, guys. It's getting crazy out there, and I'm just really glad to not be going through this alone. All right? All right, keep your chin up. Let's go, boss. All right, fuck you. Bye-bye.